Hello everyone, Simon here. Let us continue playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Episode 4 of the second game. So there's like a second phase of investigation. March 21, 11:34 AM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt Engarde as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. I guess so. So now what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Engarde's innocence. We have to find the real killer. You have one day to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. I mean, that's sure. You have one day. Since there were no psyche locks, then that means we can trust Mr. Engarde to be innocent. Sure, magic. I really feel much better knowing that. I guess so. Ever since last night I was so worried that I kept wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then? Hey, I have something I want to ask you, Pearls. Okay, what is it? Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? Because if Maya doesn't have babies, the line will end. The line of spirit mediums will end. The bloodline. I mean, she and I don't have anything special, girl. Huh? What do you mean? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were having sex. I've been mistaken all this time. No way. Ah, she really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes Myra and I are sleeping together. Maybe I should have just left it alone. Mr. Nick, stop it! Don't hide your true feelings from me. Ow, she slapped me. That's right, Phoenix gets slapped. So do we talk to him again? March 21 Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Ah, the lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Nothing. Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, right? So it's not a press conference, it's a stage show. So he thought he was doing a show. But the show is a press conference. So is it a press conference or is it a show? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. But is it part of the fiction or is it real? I guess is what it means. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kinda noisy. Mr. Corrido was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. We've heard this before, right? About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrido, what sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know it failed. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? Sure. So we did hear that yesterday already. You can't tell he's the same age? I mean, he's he's more mature. Alright, let's go gather some evidence. March 21, Gatewater Hotel, hotel lobby. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning! Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard Paul Wan was killed, is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is, another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. Well, maybe it's you, old bag. Seems like every time you are around, people die. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Wan's. Well, you should stop being people's fans because they die. Why oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. It's always been that way. Ever since... Oh my god. Ah, shut up. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy! Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. Don't worry, it's not important. Miss Oldbad, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky haired smitey pants. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. He did. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? Because you're bad? I watch your words. No one's gonna get away with saying anything bad about my Wan. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Wait, which woman? Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. Oh, it's her again. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of modesty. Yeah, tell me about it. Pearls? Are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that, I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious magic for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Ah, I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? Nani? I saw the most important moment of the night. What? Okay. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. I just say it. When you... No, just say it. Just say it. Just say it. What did you see? Oh, she's lying. Wow, 4. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent, please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Okay. Alright, we have to bring her a present. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to press that. I'm gonna press profiles. So the stage, press conference. So I don't think there's anything here. Let's move along. The food's still here. March 21 Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. That's not how you investigate. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. I don't think there's anything here. I heard that very big circus just recently started holding performances again. I'm sure they're all fine pearls. Alright, well, that's not anything important. March 21 Gatewater Hotel hallway. Hey, you there. Yeah here. Yeah here? Oh, you're here. Okay, hey, yeah here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Copfella, the thief showed his face. Nani? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Look here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A camera! It's my lifeblood, I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? Yeah, but there were a lot of people here yesterday. And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh. She lost the camera. Well, good. So you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours I reckon. I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember, and besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. There's probably evidence on it. Lotta's camera added to the court record, a very expensive item valued at $1,600. It was stolen around the time of the murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Engarde was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure went to school, city boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world has ever seen. Reckon cause that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Scoop? Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer, can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again, why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Ahaha, yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your Iru smile. Yeah, you're missing your camera. Suck on that. We can go into the hotel rooms. There's also the toilet back here. Toilets in each room. Bathrooms for people who aren't staying. Let's go into one of these let's go into one of these rooms. Move. Engarde's hotel room. It's just open. March 21, Gatewater Hotel, Engarde's hotel room. Where are we? We are trespassing, Pearl. We are in Mr. Matt Engarde's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Whoa. You're Mr. Engarde's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. There are no lawyers. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow! It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Engarde's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Who are you, first of all? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. That's not an answer, Phoenix. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. Yes, it is. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright, who are you? She may be one of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. You know what? You can wait for a bit. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Mine would be absolutely thrilled. Let's not steal things. There's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. You should try bacon. There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for two at that. I'm sure they're Mr. Engarde and Mr. Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. Wait, is it Miss Andrews? What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? Something weird about this plate? There's no knife. There's no knife. Okay, I see it. I see it. There's the knife and fork, and the knife is missing on this side. It's probably Mr. Engarde's suitcase. For someone who was only going to be here for the awards show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Stars really are different from Asante. I mean, he has a costume. That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. You can have one all to yourself, Pearl. We can't look at the trident thing. Alright, Andrews. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, please. Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony... What is she holding? I had dinner with Mr. Engarde. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. No, everything's important, Andrews. Every detail's important. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. No, I need to ask you. Because you might be lying. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the awards show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. She never introduced herself. I believe she is Engarde's manager? Engarde said that his manager was running around. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Engarde. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corridor. Why were you visiting Corridor? And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. She didn't answer the last question. So about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Engarde and I are related, are you? I mean, you never said your relationship. Are you his manager? Sorry? No, don't be sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why did she have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for being my babysitter. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I am Mr. Engarde's manager. Thank you. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corridor, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that. Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. What? Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. I'm not dragging her anywhere. She's dragging me around. She's my babysitter, Andrews. You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Do I... What am I asking her? What am I asking her? I didn't go very far. Alright, let's just ask her everything. I asked to become Mr. Engarde's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. You mean he's an idiot? Oh, he's an idiot. So you can get him to do whatever you want him to do. Mr. Engarde does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told. He's always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick? Did you know the victim, Mr. Corridor? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. What? What did you say? Say that again? I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corridor was killed. Do you know Will Powers? That's Mr. Will Powers. He's an actor contracted with Global Studios. He's a very nice man, a man with a good heart. But that's all he is and ever will be. You say that like that's not enough. What more do you want from a man? Ugh, what a horrible thing to say. Society doesn't care about genuinely nice people, Mr. Wright. Sure it does. It does, Andrews. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. I mean, what is a genuinely nice person, really? I'm a pragmatist. What they do is what they are, as far as I'm concerned. Not sure about genuine. Huh? For a second, her face twisted in pain. I wonder if something happened to Miss Andrews. Motive for murder. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Corridor was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Everybody lies. Miss Andrews! Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a psyche log, Mr. Nick? Yes, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. Everybody lies! Bears. Bears. March 21 Gatewater Hotel, Corridor's room. Mr. Nick, where are we? We are in the forest. And there are bears. We are in Mr. Juan Corridor's room, Pearls. Mr. Corridor? The victim. Which makes this the crime scene too. Oh, it's you! So, what happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engarde's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want mine to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Sure. Can you do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you've gotta keep quiet. Okay, Gumshoe. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you. That's evidence. Aha, wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map! You sure did, Pearls. That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Hotel guide map added to the court record. Court record guide map. Ah. That's it? There's just 2 rooms? Partial. Lobby? Circular lobby into Viola Hall. Engarde corridor. So, about these bears. Bears and potato chips. Oh, there's a camera. It's so messy here. Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it. There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please? Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Well, why don't you tell me what you don't know? Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Wow, there are a lot of bears! Yeah, there are, Pearls. I'm glad you noticed. Alarm clock ones, collector edition, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. Don't. I'm not reading that. He just ruined the pun. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. A calculator? Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corridor? There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator. The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty. Huh. Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh! There's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam too. Oh. It's fake blood. It's using it for fake blood. Maybe red was his favorite color? Is he not really dead? Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. Wait, no. What if that's fake? There's a knife in his chest. Oh, there's the knife. Right. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. Wait, the knife didn't actually... Look, the knife at the tip is there. It didn't actually stab into him. So he was stabbed to death. No, he wasn't. They are looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Engarde's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Crime photo added to the court record.